Hi, this is James Strug at Westpac with the end of day report for Friday the 13th of July. Look, it wasn't really about Europe today. There was an Italian bond auction that went off okay despite the Moody's downgrade of the sovereign's credit rating. It was a China story really. Chinese economic growth was at 7.6% annual, was the slowest since the recession. Well, not the recession, but since the global trade collapse in late 2008. Slow enough to keep alive hopes of further stimulus from the Chinese authorities, but not so slow that it deepened yesterday's concerns that the global economy was potentially heading into a bit of a spiral downwards. So it was not too hot, not too cold, and markets loved it. We had some other data out today, just in the US actually. Producer prices rose 0.1% in June. The energy price falls that we saw in June weren't really captured by the survey to the extent we thought. So the expected decline in the PPI didn't come through, but probably will next month, although food prices are a bit of an issue now. But having said that, the annual rate of just 0.7% for the PPI, it's the lowest it's been since the 2008-2009 recession. And US consumer sentiment fell to 72 from 73 point something. 72 is exactly in line with Westpac's forecast, by the way. That's actually the lowest reading for the year so far. So a bit of soft data there on the consumer attitudes, but really markets just loved the Chinese story. We had JP Morgan restate their first quarter result. They're still going to make a record profit this year, despite the significant $5 billion trading loss that's been in the news lately. Their share price up 4.4% today. So really, I'll just run through the numbers for you. The fickleness of markets, I like to call it. So the FTSE in London up 1%, the French market up 1.3%, the German market up 2% today, the Spanish market up 0.5%, and the Italians managed a 1% gain. And just heading into lunchtime in New York, the Dow there is up 1.3%. The Nasdaq's up 1%, so the broader S&P is up just 1.2%. Still a very decent gain. Basically the same story that was of concern yesterday, which was weaker global growth, was a positive today. Weaker Chinese growth, because it prompts the authorities to stimulate. In terms of commodity markets, some decent gains with copper prices up 2.25%. Oil prices up almost 1% today at $86.86 a barrel, and gold up 1.5% at $1,589 an ounce. The Aussie dollar's at 1.021 against the US dollar. All right, that's it for today. It's just a quickie. I'll be back next week.